Personal Story segment tonight. Much has been made of the social conduct occurring in the Occupy Wall Street precincts. Of course, it isn't fair to generalize about any group of people, but psychotherapist Karen Ruskin has done some profiling, and she joins us now. So you're not positive. You don't get a positive vibe from these people, do you?
Not only do I not get a positive vibe, I'm actually extremely concerned. You see, when we feel out of control in our life, that leads us to depression. And what they're actually asking for is to be out of control. They're asking for others to take control of their life by giving me. Give me, give me, give me. Rather than self-empowerment, rather than self-enhancement. That is concerning, and that does lead to mental instability. Well,
wait a minute, though. I mean, let's try to be real fair. Right now, I think these people feel empowered in the short term. They think they're out there. They think they're getting a lot of media attention. They think they're changing some hearts and minds. Would you agree with that?
I believe they feel self-empowered in the disguise of, masked in, large group think. And in reality, those that are considered externalizers, that's those that believe that others should help them, versus those that are internalizers. Internalizers are a person who believes that the choices I make can benefit me. I feel self-confident and good about myself. Those that live a life of internalization are able to move forward, feel good about who they are.
What about the people with the moral belief, and this is most of those protesters, according to the survey taken by Doug Schoen, that the government has a obligation, a moral obligation, all right, to provide cradle-to-grave entitlements, including college education, for everybody. So why would they be depressed, or why would they be people on psychological skids if that was their firm belief, and they say, you know what? Just like the Tea Party, I'm standing up for my belief system. I believe this is the right way that human beings should conduct themselves, with a strong central force providing for people who can't provide for themselves.
Well, that in lies the problem. To believe that there are so many people who are suggesting that they cannot provide for themselves.
Well, isn't that true? We got 40 million uninsured in this country.
Well, these people then should make honest choices to make an honest living. And I know that a lot of people have a problem with that. They say, no, I deserve, if I'm not making as much money as the wealthy, I should get a piece of the wealthy.
Well, I agree with you that that's a destructive emotion.
Yes,
that if you think that the world should be fair and everybody should get the same, there have been more atrocities and violence committed in the name of that than anything else in history. But what about the people who say, you know, we're not all born, we're not all created equal, as it says in the Declaration of Independence. Some people have more aptitude than others. Look at me compared to Combs. Just a joke. Just a joke. Don't get upset about it. No. But other people, they'll say, look, some people are born with high IQs, they're gifted, and other people are walking into the wall.
That is the nature of the world, just as you have a...
But aren't we supposed to be compassionate towards that don't
Of course, of course. Look, I'm a psychotherapist, so clearly I deal every single day with people that have problems. There is a difference between having compassion versus, just as when I work with clients, it's about self-empowerment, helping them to help themselves get to a better place.
I get it. So you think these people down there are largely screwed up?
Well, that's a very powerful statement. Rather than saying screwed up, rather I'd say I feel that they are lacking in strength and the courage in order to move themselves forward.
But doesn't it take courage to jump around with a bullhorn and say stuff that is pretty provocative?
I don't think it takes courage. I think rather you feel as though you're part of a group, so therefore you feel safety within numbers, like a groupthink concept, rather than independently on your own, looking within oneself. What can I do today to move forward? How can I help myself get to a better place?
But the bottom line on this whole thing is you agree with me, they want your stuff. They want other people's stuff.
I 100% agree with you, and that is awful for one's mental health, wellness, and well-being.
Okay, doctor. Thanks very much. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
When we come